welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be all about my recent London and Scotland trip, and I have a huge haul from all the items that I picked up while I was there. So before we get started, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and become a part of my magical friends. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So yes, I'm going to be sharing all the things that I did while I was in Scotland and London in like mid-July. I know it's been a bit since I've gone on that trip. I was going to try to vlog while I was there and I only got a couple clips captured. So in today's video, I thought I might as well share my haul of all the things that I got while I was in London and Scotland, as well as give you kind of a recap of what I did on the trip while sharing the clips while I was there. So let's go ahead and get started. So for this trip, we started off in Scotland and we walked over to Victoria Street. And Victoria Street is said to have inspired Diagon Alley because this is where J.K. Rowling actually wrote some of the first book, I believe, at the Elephant House. So we had to go in there, and right here on the sign it even says, known around the world as the birthplace of Harry Potter, the Elephant House Cafe, established in 1995. And it was just so gorgeous. I absolutely loved all the colorful buildings. We got coffee over there. It was a very short trip while we were actually in Scotland. I had flight delays, so I think I ended up arriving on Sunday and then we were leaving Monday morning. So I really only had all day Sunday to take in Scotland, because the main reason we were there was to see the Sorcerer's Stone live in concert at the Edinburgh Castle. So later that evening we did head over there. They had some merchandise that you could pick up, and then we got ready for the concert itself. So I'll go ahead and show you some of the clips of the concert.
From the books to the films and beyond, and these Harry Potter films come with a unique and wide array of memorable moments and characters on screen, filled with a great deal of magic, as you all know, coupled with an incredible score, a truly remarkable score by composer John Williams, who, if you can believe it, is 92 years old, still writing, still conducting. And yes, absolutely. So we have a beautiful opportunity to celebrate this amazing film and franchise.
Lord, here all your bits and bobs are doing your wizardry.
Not in the restricted section. Happy Christmas.
What happened down in the dungeons between you and Professor Quirrell is a complete secret. So, naturally, the whole school knows.
The concert was obviously amazing. It just felt extra magical to be at the Edinburgh Castle while viewing it. But I did pick up a couple things while I was there, and I only bought two things, and they're basically the same thing, but a little different. So I'll show you this one first. It's a print for the Sorcerer's Stone, since that's the movie that we were seeing there. And it's a really gorgeous print. It's on nice, like, premium quality paper. And I just love the illustration of Harry. You've got Ron and Hermione there. You got the Happy Birthday Harry cake, Hedwig. It's just really nice. But the thing is, at the bottom, I thought it said where we were at, like the location. Kind of have like a memento of like the trip and everything. But it was on the lenticular print, not the like paper print. So this one is, like I said, lenticular. I don't know if you can see this movie. I don't know which way. This way, this way, or this way, this way. Just moves slightly. But at the bottom of this one, it says Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in concert, Edinburgh Castle, and then it has the date, Sunday, 14th of July, 2024. So had to get this one after I already bought this one because I really wanted that bottom piece there, but it's fine. Now I have two copies and I definitely need to get one of them at least framed and put up on my gallery wall. I do want to redo my gallery wall, which is probably going to be a theme of this haul that you'll see, but that is the first item that I picked up on my trip right after the concert. So after the concert, we didn't really do anything else. We went to bed and got everything packed up because the next morning we were heading over to London at 8 a.m. We had a train. So we got up just a little bit extra early so that way we had some time to explore Edinburgh, and we walked back over to Victoria Street, which I'm so thankful that we did because the street was empty and we were able to get some really nice pictures and videos and everything while we were there. And as we were heading back, we made a pit stop at the place where J.K. Rowling has her handprints in cement. And then we also went over to Greyfriars gravesite where they have a lot of Harry Potter names there. So they say they inspired some of the names of the characters in the film. So you'll see like McGonagall, there's Tom Riddle there, there's the Potters, there's so many different names at that area. So that's what people say, it inspires it. I don't think that it has been ever confirmed, but we did want to make a stop. And besides the posters that I picked up at the concert, I did make a stop. I think it was called the Museum Context or something. It was like a Harry Potter store. And I picked up a few things to remember the trip there. So I got this tote. I actually got two totes. So this is the first one I got. And it has like a little map of Edinburgh. And at the bottom it says a pictorial map of Edinburgh. Exactly what I said. Yep. Then I also grabbed this one because the other one is kind of just like a Scotland tote, and then this one is more magical tote. So this shows Victoria Street. It reminds me of Diagon Alley, so I had to grab that while I was there. And the only other thing I picked up were these little postcards. And I thought they'd be cute if I ever wanted to frame them. So I've got one that just says Edinburgh, has the Edinburgh Castle. You've got a Victoria Street one. We've got the Flying Forward Angula. Oh, here we got one of the shops, of Museum Context. We've got a Phoenix on here. It's really gorgeous. We've got one of the Elephant House Cafe. And you got Snape, Harry, you've got Hagrid on here, really cute. And this last one is a more magical look of Victoria Street because you've got a lot of the Harry Potter characters on here. But these were really cool and whimsical, so I had to pick these up. And I believe these were like 3 or 5 for a certain amount, so they were very inexpensive, and it's easy to travel with something that's small like this, and same with these totes. So I had to be very mindful of like what I was packing because I already overpacked on my way there, so I didn't have a whole lot of room to buy things. So you'll see I got a lot of little things that were easier to bring back home with me. Plus with all the travel, like we went to Scotland, we went to London, and then we even went to Oxford. So we moved 3 times, 3 different hotels, and I didn't want to add more luggage to that because it was already really hard with my huge suitcase and a backpack. Then we made it over to platform 9 3/4, and then we checked into our hotel that was right walking distance from the train station. Then once we were settled in, we headed back out and we went to some film locations in London. So the first one you're probably gonna recognize, Scotland Place, and this is where Ron, he like peeks over the wall right there, so it's kind of like the motion that he does in front of that area. And this is in Deathly Hallows Part 1 when they're sneaking into the Ministry of Magic and they're actually going to go in disguise. So that is where you'll see that scene. We also stopped at Claremont Square, and that is where they filmed the outside of Grimmauld Place. So we took some pictures while we were there, and then we made our stop over to the MinaLima store, and I did pick up some pieces while I was there, but the store is absolutely gorgeous. There were so many prints and authentic props that they had. I just had so much fun just exploring the shop.
So here we've got some of the original props, which is of course advanced potion making. So over here we've got the newer version, which Harry and Ron fight over in the film. Ron of course wins, and Harry gets this one all written up by the Half-Blood Prince, who we all know is, no, if you didn't, sorry.
And of course I had to buy stuff while I was there. So this is the beautiful bag that they give you. It looks like the MinaLima shops. It's House of MinaLima. It's in that gold foiling. Super pretty. So I ended up getting 3 prints from there. And I have never bought a MinaLima print. I do have some stuff by MinaLima, but it's like their smaller like postcards. And then I have some of the larger prints like this one behind me, but that one came free with the book purchase. So those are the only prints that I have by them, but I've been wanting to buy them, and it's hard to like just look at them online to figure out what exactly I wanted. So I was glad I was able to go physically in the store to pick these out, which also my friend Sarah let me know that when you do order them online, they come like in a cylinder package, so they're all rolled up, and it takes a couple days for you to like flatten them out. So when you buy them in store, they already come like this, and they have like a hard cardboard to keep them nice and straight, so I didn't have to do any flattening since I didn't buy it online. So here is the first print that I picked out. So it's the Monster Book of Monsters, and I didn't get the premium prints. The premium ones have like gold or like colored foiling on them, but those ones are pretty expensive. They're like $150 to $200 for those, where these ones run £49. So that's why I went for the non-premium one, and I think they're just as gorgeous. They're just missing that little like foiling effect, but this is the Monster Book of Monsters. I thought it was really cool. And these are also still limited. There's more of these than the premium ones. So this is 197 out of 1,000 made. And on the back here, they do come with these certificates, so that way you know they're authentic. And it just says here on the bottom, the Monster Book of Monsters, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Really cool. Love this. The next print that I picked out was the Time Turner. Again, this one is not the premium version, so if it was, I think this like whole thing would be gold foiled. It's all gold, but I still think it's gorgeous. And this is a close-up of that Time Turner. So the MinaLima team did design a lot of the props that you see in the films, so that's why they have like them sketched out first. So this is the Time Turner that made it into the film, and this one is 939 out of 1,000 of these non-premium versions, and it just says Hermione Granger's Time Turner, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. And I thought these two would look so good side by side, so that's why I grabbed both of them. And I love The Prisoner of Azkaban. It's probably one of my, I think that would be my favorite movie. My favorite book is still Half-Blood Prince, but for the movies, it's Prisoner of Azkaban. Sometimes this changes, but I still really love it. And I think these are gonna look amazing side by side. I just need to get them framed. Now for the last print that I picked up, this is going to be the Ollivander shop, and this is a new collection that they just released recently while we were there. It was only £39, so I did really like how the shops looked, and I would say that the Ollivander shop was my favorite out of all of them, but they had so many of like the Diagon Alley shops there, and I just feel like I had to pick it up. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love everything. So this is another like non-premium one. That's why they are only £49, and has the certificate in here as well. And it just says Ollivander's a Diagon Alley here at the bottom. So that is the Ollivander shop print that I picked out. Those weren't the only things I picked up while I was there. I also got this little button, and it's of the Ministry of Magic. And I thought this would probably come in handy for an outfit, maybe when Epic Universe opens up, since they have a whole Ministry of Magic ride. I'm so excited for that park to open up. So I grabbed this while I was there. Then I got 11 of these mystery postcards. So I really want to collect them all because they make one big picture. And it probably will be like something similar to that because that's Diagon Alley and how they like all go together. But these are the postcards, so it is the shops. And then on the back here, it shows you some of the ones that you can pull out of these bags. So I was hoping to increase my odds by collecting more than there are. So there's 8 of here. So I know I'm going to get some duplicates. Hopefully I have the whole set. I have no idea. I think I ended up buying even some at the studio tour while I was there. I don't know if these were all from the MinaLima shop, but I got a bunch. I've also been collecting these, so I grabbed 2 more, and I keep getting the Billy wig. So I'll open these with you right now and see what 2 I got out of this. I really want the mooncalf, and I think I have the Niffler already too. I feel like I have like 2 Billy wigs and 1 Niffler. Those are the only ones I have. So let's see if So I don't need all of these, but I just really want a moon calf. All right, I'll show you guys first. Ooh, so cute. So we've got Picket, a bow truckle, and then the corner here is blue foil. And these are just postcards too, so you can use them. I think I actually did use the Billywig one for a friend already, my duplicate. All right, will it be a moon calf? I probably should have grabbed more of these, but it's fine. All right, let's see. No, it's not, but it's still really cool. This is a demiguise, and I love how they are showing this because he goes invisible. That's really, really cool. So at least I don't have any more duplicates, but I still have my moon calf, so I'll have to pick up more of these whenever I see them. And if you guys haven't seen my beautiful adopted demiguise, I do love a demiguise. So we've got Baby Niffler and an Akami. They're all by the same artist, but they're gorgeous. And I'm obsessed with him, so do you still like that I got the demiguise? And as for these, I think I'm going to pull them over on Instagram and see all the ones that I get. So that might be a little bit, sorry, I'm not going to show you guys here. So you just follow me over on Instagram so you can see that one. And then the only other things that I got at the MinaLima store were some postcards I haven't seen in person. I do see a lot of these at Universal. That's where I get them most often, but I haven't seen these versions. So this one is like the Mirror of Erised as the frame, and it shows a lot of different scenes and icons from the Sorcerer's Stone. They have the same thing for Goblet of Fire. I don't know if all of them have been released, but these are the two that I liked the most, so I just got Goblet of Fire and the Sorcerer's Stone. Because I do have a Goblet of Fire pin board over there, so I thought this might look really good on it, so I did grab that. And then the last thing I picked up postcard wise is the Skelligro version, and this one has gold foiling, super pretty. So these are really great options while traveling, and it's like a great price point, and they still look really good framed as well if you want to use them other than as a postcard. But yeah, those are the three that I picked up. I think that's everything I got while I was at MinaLima. Then after MinaLima, we explored more around London. We saw where they had the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Then we went over to Noble Collection. We saw the little Harry statue on his Nimbus 2000. At Noble Collection, I didn't end up buying anything on this trip there. I did buy some stuff when I went like a month or two before. And while we were there, the shop, I don't know if he's the owner or manager, he did kindly gift us these retired time turner watches, and they actually gave me one last time I was there, so I feel super grateful to now have a second one. And you can't purchase these anymore because they have retired them, but they do have a few in the back that they were kind enough to hand out. So now I feel like I should keep one in its box, and then this one I want to actually wear, so I'm going to unbox it for you really quickly. Something I didn't know last time is that this being a time turner, it actually spins. How cool is that? Ooh, so satisfying. And then here it has this little plastic piece I gotta take off. And now I can use this. I just gotta set the time. But how cool is that? The sand moves inside there too, which is nice. I think they keep to their sides, but they do move. And then yes, it does spin. And on the back here it has the Hogwarts crest, and then it's like a black leather strap with all these gold details. And here is the licensing information. It was made in 2012. And then let's put it on. So here it is on. I absolutely love it. And I just want to say another huge thank you over to the Noble Collection UK for kindly gifting this to me. I am going to cherish it forever, and I can't wait to get some use out of it. Just need to set the time to the proper time and then I'll be ready to go. So that was basically everything that we did on Monday. We took that 3-hour train from Edinburgh over to London. We saw some film locations. We kind of just explored around. We stopped at Noble Collection, MinaLima. We did a little bit of shopping, and then we headed back to the hotel for that evening because the next morning on Tuesday we went over to the Warner Brothers studio tour, and we just planned to stay there all day, which We really did. We had a tea time at 11 o'clock, and this was my first time getting to experience a proper English tea. I don't know actually if it was a proper one because it was a magical one, but it felt really nice. I had such a great time while I was there. All the treats are like themed. They had these white chocolate golden snitch. They had these little carrot cake pumpkins. They're just like so many different things that are all themed, and it was really delicious. I would highly recommend doing it if you get a chance to go over to the studio tour to book their afternoon tea. Then we did the tour itself, and I didn't really film much while I was there. I only got a clip of Gringotts because it was like an empty shot, so I had to grab that. That was basically everything I captured for YouTube, but I did buy a couple things. So let me show you my Warner Brothers Studio Tour haul. First thing is going to be the passport. So this is included with your ticket. You can pick up these passports, and then you can get these stamps throughout the tour. So this was the divination area. So this is the Grim, the Gryffindor common room area. I got a Gryffindor crest stamp. I missed the Quidditch one. It's the only one I missed. I don't know what the stamp was. It probably was like a golden snitch, but missed that one. At the Hogwarts Express, I got the 9 3/4 stamp. At the Gringotts Bank area, I got the Gringotts stamp. Then in the Diagon Alley area, I got the Weasley shop stamp. And then the last one is the Hogwarts Castle area, and I got the Hogwarts crest stamp. And then, oh, it does show you what the answers are, so I'm guessing these are going to be all of the stamps, so it was a snitch that I missed. The other thing that's inside this passport was a map, and they had this other little interactive feature throughout the tour. So you got yourself a Marauders map, which is really cool. I think this is such like a nice little souvenir to keep. And then on the inside, you open it up. It just has like the map feature. It has little flaps here. So this one says Return to Azkaban, because they're only going to have these while they have their Return to Azkaban feature. The next one is going to be Dark Arts, so I think this one is ending pretty soon. And then here at the bottom, you could fill out what the answer is, because you're trying to find Scabbers, and he was inside the Allery. So at the very end, which I didn't even spell out all the way, and to fill these out, like you would put them on these little tables, and then the letter would show with like a light, which was really nice. And then in the like little wand area at the very end, you put this under a black light, and then you would see Scabbers show up on the map, which was really cool. This is the front when it's all folded. You have to find Scabbers. And the other free thing you can get are these Happy Birthday Harry pins. You just tell them at the guest service in the beginning that it's someone in your party's birthday, and you can get one of these pins. And then I only got a couple other things. Like I said, I had a theme here. I got another print. So this is a Warner Brothers Studio Tour exclusive print. It is by MinaLima, and it shows the Gringotts Bank, and you've got the Ukrainian Iron Belly over top of it, and then you've got the shadow of Hagrid and Harry entering. And then we even have the artist's signatures on this one. I absolutely love this print. I think it's so cool. There's even some gold foiling here on this corner of where the owl is. It's just such a cool print to kind of remember my trip and being at the studio tour. So I just feel like I had to get it. And this one was 170 out of 200. So it does have a limited print on here. And then there's the certificate here on the back. I think they had a few more that I saw when I was there. I feel like I saw quite a few, so they might still be available if you go anytime soon. And then I did grab another MinaLima print, and this one is like the outline of Hogwarts. I really, really like this one. I like that this one's a little bit smaller than the other prints that I've got, and then it's horizontal instead of vertical. And I think it's a lot cheaper to get it at the studio tour or at the MinaLima shop than it would be in Orlando at Universal. They have all the MinaLima, they don't have all of it, but they have a lot of MinaLima stuff, and the prices are crazy because they're super marked up since it's a theme park. So that's why I grabbed it while I was there, so it's a little bit cheaper. And then the last thing that I got at the studio tour is in this little envelope. Another thin thing, so obviously I didn't have a lot of room in my suitcase. But you get this in the middle of the tour where the Hogwarts Express is, and you can get a customized Hogwarts letter. So you can get your name on here. You could put your own address if you want to, but I just went with the standard ones. You could just click it and it will fill it out for you, so you don't have to remember what Harry's address is. So I just got Tiffany Dalton, number 4 Pivot Drive, and I just had to have it. And then it gets like custom here too, where it tells you all the stuff that you need for your first year at Hogwarts, and it comes with a wax seal stamp. My battery died, but I just changed it out. I think the last thing I was talking about was this letter, and I was saying how it would be such a great gift to give a Potter fan if you were visiting and you wanted to get one made. I think you can also get these online, and this was only around like 15 pounds when I was there, so I thought it was a must gift when you visit the tour. They also had this little feature. This didn't cost anything extra, but they have a little like origami area, and I did get one of these the last time I was there that my dog ended up chewing them up. So I grabbed another one, and it's a buckbeak, and it's this little origami. And if you pull on the feet, it does look like he's flying. Super cute. And then I'm missing sharing the totes. So at MinaLima, I did pick up the Black Family Tapestry tote, and I used this on the trip as well. It came in handy. I really, really like the quality of this tote. So if anything, it could be larger, but it's still really, really nice. And here's a close-up of that design. So it looks just like the Black Family Tapestry. It's got the MinaLima tag. And then it has a gold clasp to keep it shut, which is nice. And my other favorite feature is it has a zipper pocket inside. So you can put some small things that they don't get lost, and then everything else you kind of just throw inside the tote. But I absolutely love it, and I will continue to use it. And then at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, I picked up this smaller tote, and it has London on it. That's why I grabbed this tote. So it has Wizarding World, Harry Potter, London location, and you got the little icons on this side. I first grabbed this one to have all my things that I bought in it, and then I was like, you know what? I think I should go back and get the larger one and use this as my extra like carry-on bag. And this one is very, very large, if you can see it. It has the same design where it says London on this side, but this one zips so it can stay shut. And I actually ended up zipping it up, and then I put it on the overhead on the plane. So I just had this in a backpack with me, and then I had a larger check bag. So it came in handy to put all the prints inside there, and kept them from getting damaged with like the luggage. So I was really nervous about that. I wanted to make sure these prints got home safely, and they all did, thankfully. And I can't wait to get them framed and rework my entire gallery wall area. But the only other things that I picked up on this trip were a couple of magnets. I always like to grab magnets while I'm traveling. So here's the Edinburgh Castle one. And then I got this England-London magnet. I found this one at the airport. Found this one at a gift shop in Edinburgh. And then this one also was at a gift shop in Edinburgh. So I grabbed this one as well. It looks like a little stamp. Really cool. So those are the 3 magnets I picked up. Non-Harry Potter, but still a lot of fun. So that's everything like haul-wise that I had, but the rest of the trip, so Tuesday was all studio tour. Wednesday, we did a little more exploring in London. We ended up going to a couple more film locations. We went to Leadenhall Market, and that's where you'll see like Hagrid walking into Diagon Alley, or to the Leaky Cauldron, I should say. So we did stop there. It's a coffee shop now, so we grabbed some coffee. I actually wouldn't recommend it. It wasn't that great, but I went for the experience. And then we popped back over to the train station, and I actually got to see the platform and 9 3/4 shop, because I didn't get to go before. And it was really cool to see. Have it really decked out, but it's a very small space, and it was very crowded. We went like middle of the day, so don't recommend that. Go like super early probably, or really late. And they even have like the little 9 3/4 cart that they have like in the wall that you can get a picture with, but that line was insane as well. So if you don't want to spend a lot of time there and you don't want to wait in line, definitely try to go like right when they open or probably like closer to closing, and I feel like those would probably be better. Still don't know for sure because I didn't go at those times. I didn't end up buying anything there. They had a lot of the same stuff that you would see at like the Harry Potter New York store, at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. Those things you can get online as well. So I didn't feel like I needed anything from that shop. And then as like we got to like the afternoon, we decided to now head over to Oxford. So we got on a train, it's about an hour away from London, and we were actually checking into one of the dorm rooms there. So during like their off season for school, you could actually get a room there, and then you get after hours access, and like all your tickets and everything are included, because normally those are separate ticketed costs. And I think it was around like £60 per night, and we all got our own room. We had a single bed. We were staying in the Liddell building, and there's 3 different buildings, so this one's like the furthest one, of course. It was about a 15-minute walk. There is one that's like you're like right on campus, but that one was sold out by the time we were like thinking about staying there. So still super grateful we were able to get a room so we could stay overnight, and it was definitely worth it. That's where we got dinner. We saw a bunch more filming locations. We did the New College, we did Divinity School, and then we also did Christ Church. So we did as much as we could during the day, but everything closes around 4 p.m. And in the Divinity School, that's where they filmed the Yule Ball scene of like McGonagall teaching the students the dance, and just so much more. So I just had so much fun. I loved being able to get the after hours access to Christ Church. It just felt like we were Hogwarts students roaming around. It was so much fun. But that is actually going to wrap up today's video. I hope you got a gist of the trip. I'm so sorry I didn't film more. That was everything from our trip from Scotland to London. We were there for about a week, and I just had so much fun. I wish we had more time. I don't have another trip planned, but I would definitely love to visit there again in the future. And I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. Definitely let me know what your favorite item from the haul is down in the comments below. If you've been to London, let me know any recommendations of things I didn't get to do down in the comments below. So if I do plan that next trip, I'll know where to start. And as always, if you liked today's video, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bell notification so you're notified during my next video upload. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye!